Hello, my friends, my special little friends. I'm in the car again. I just figure I will never go downstairs and set up a microphone and talk into a good microphone. It'll just be too difficult. I'm always busy or just exhausted and I just won't do it. But if I'm on my way home, I can like double bang it. It's like a mom thing that we do. It doesn't involve penises. It's just about doing two things at once. Like I'm driving home and also talking to you. So why not? Why the heck not? My friends, why not? Get road noises. I can tell you about what's going on around me. It'll sound like shit. It's going to be fucking awesome. Okay, interesting story. And I would take interesting with a grain of salt. I would like to think as a middle-aged white woman who consumes so much true crime in so many different mediums that I would be mentally and physically capable of disposing of a body successfully. Like I would be one of the people that didn't ever get caught, and except for my guilty conscience, my inability to remember anything, including lies, so I just don't bother for the most part. Until yesterday morning, I went to my mom's house like I usually do. My niece has moved in there, which has relieved me of so much stress and pressure that I felt like I knew I had on me. I felt really stressed and angry and tired the majority of the time, but now that it's off of my shoulders a little bit, I feel like I can breathe a bit more. So I'm very thankful that she has decided to move in there because she hates her mom. I'm just kidding. She probably doesn't. Maybe she does a little bit, but she's kind of moved out of her mom's house, but into my mom's house, which is a bit of a keeping her mom at arm's length, but still safe. I enjoy that. It's making my life so much easier. I can't tell you. It's been a blessing. #blessed. I get there in the morning yesterday, and I knew this was coming. My sister bought a bunch of meat, and there's no room in the freezer. I'm just counting down the days. I told her like 3 or 4 times last week, I'm like, you got to get that meat into some kind of freezer. It's not going to last very long. No one's going to cook it. It's not going to get eaten. Blah, blah, blah. It's not expensive meat. It's like pork hocks, like just gristle, gross shit. That's like $6 a tray. I don't even know why you would buy that, because I'm a firm believer in quality. Pay a little extra, get a little quality. I'm telling you, go to a butcher shop, buy a pound of ground beef. Go to a grocery store, buy a pound of ground beef. You're going to pay more for what's at the butcher shop, but cook them. Anything you get from Sobeys or Superstore or Safeway, it's going to be like 3/4 water. It's all garbage, and they're tricking us, and I'm not going to be tricked. Well, not like in that aspect. I'll be tricked plenty of times in plenty of different ways. Otherwise, point being, yada, 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 clean up a murder, no problem, everything's fine. And then I start rifling through these bags that smell bad and are now probably rotten. And I get to a big bag, and I was like, Ma, what's in this big bag? And she's like, a pig's head. I said, what? A pig's head. Can you cook it? Put it in a pot. I thought, fuck, lady, like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's huge. Have you seen a pig's head? They're fucking huge. I don't know it's like the biggest pot I have but like the pig's head would be like, its snout would be out. Sorry, that was indulgent, but its snout would be out, if you know what I mean. And what I mean is its snout would be out of the pot. Like it would just be like a little snout sticking out. I think that's so funny. Loser. And I'm just like, I don't think I can do this, man. Like I can't cook this. Well, she's like, just put it in a big roasting pan then. If you can't find a pot big enough, put it in a roasting pan, put it in the oven with some water on the bottom. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'll do this. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to fucking do it. And my niece is watching me, and my mouth is starting to water. And I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. And then I grab the bag, and I can feel the flatness of its snout and its little ears just by the way I picked it up. And my niece is like, just throw that fucking thing in the garbage. And I can see the label. It was $10. So, okay, sure. How much is $10? Not much. I could throw this out and never even think about it again. I've done worse. Fill the pan with water. I dump the pig's head in it. I rip the plastic and I dump it in. And of course it lands sunny side up. And it's got ears, and it had like these dead eyes. Sad, vacant, dead eyes. And it was like looking into a mirror, man. He was like looking into a mirror. And my eyes watered and my mouth watered. And I felt a little lightheaded, and I threw that fucking thing in the oven, and I turned the oven on, and I walked away. I just walked right out of that motherfucking house. It was close, and it occurred to me like, hey, you are not who you think you are here. You can't dispose of a body. You could never cut someone's knees off. I am not a member of the Soprano crew. I could never fucking do that in a million years. I couldn't handle a pig's head. I can't cut up anyone, no matter how much I like to think I could. Sad. It was a sad day. It was a sad day. I'm not a stone cold killer. I'm just not. Right. So aren't you glad you tuned in for the pig's head story? I have come home many a time and just been like, oh, what is that smell? And then inevitably there's going to be pots on the stove, and sometimes it's tripe. And if you don't know what tripe is it cow's stomach, pig's stomach? I can't remember. It's fucking disgusting. It's like a honeycomb looking gross thing, and it smells worse than I'm describing. It's just awful. So sometimes it's tripe. And then there have been a few times in my life where I've come home and you open up a pot lid and there's like a pig's head bobbing around in some water, just boiling away. It's just heinously disgusting. I just wonder who else is having that experience. I'm going to guess almost no one. And I just called my mom and I'm like, hey, how's your pig's head? Because I didn't go there today because I was really mean yesterday. And I kind of hit a wall sometimes where I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I just need a break from here because I'm going to fucking just like either throw mama from the train or $1 million baby her. I can't get someone to do the throw mama from the train because no one is willing to trade murdering mothers. Are we doing this or not? And the answer is not. We are not doing this. Okay. And other things you need to know. I don't like pig's heads. I guess that's all you need to know. That's my whole story. I don't like pig's heads, and I'm mean for a solid 3 or 4 days right before I get my period. You know what I'm saying? Aren't we all, though? Aren't we all? Okay, I think that's about it. How many minutes is this? Let me see. I'm going to go get these ungrateful kids some pizza because God knows they don't deserve it. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, if you need anything, pig's head. Look, all you can eat pig's head, $10, my house, okay? That is cheaper than a Little Caesars pizza. Call me. We will hook it up. For every plate, there will be a pig's head. $10. What? You're not interested. Sure, you know what? You call something jowls, pork jowls, then you're in. But an entire pig's head, too much? Yeah, sure. And if I have to listen to the MAGA guys that work in my aisle one more time about anything, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm really having a hard time. They're anti-vaxxers. They're Trump supporters. They love Alex Jones. And I can't. I just don't know what to do. I'm actually unhappy. I am unhappy in my workplace. And that's okay. It just makes me miss so much the place I used to work where I really liked the people I worked with. And they were genuinely nice. And I didn't like every single person all the time, but who does? But overall, we were family and we took care of each other and we were supportive. And like, I still remember cornering this one wonderful woman with my pregnancy test because she had like 4 kids. And I was like, please, can you look at this for me? Is this a positive? And I backed her into a corner. I think she hit her shoulder on the paper towel dispenser because it didn't occur to me that, hey, I had urinated on this and I wanted to show her, but I just kind of like kept showing her until she had nowhere else to go. And then I don't know, I just didn't think of the fact that had my urine on it and she was a germaphobe and that's not helpful. But I can't imagine ever, like, if that situation were to occur to me today, I wouldn't tell anyone I worked with because I struggle to find people I care about. I found a few. Everything's fine. I'm not crying. I just have a pretty solitary job, and that 1 hour in the morning when you get to socialize with people used to be my favorite part of the day, and now it's my least favorite part of the day. And I don't know what to do about that. I guess I'll just compartmentalize everything. I'll just kind of put things into little sections, and I'll just try not to listen to them because I'm just going to lose my fucking mind. I'm just going to lose my motherfucking mind. And that's okay. Okay, if you need anything, changeyourdresspod@gmail.com. Don't even leave an iTunes review. I don't want you to. You know what? I don't deserve it. And I don't want one. And yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Love you, mean it. Okay, love you. Okay. No, I love you more. It's possible. It is 100% possible. Oh, before I go, I just wanted to say that I have hit my weight loss goal, and it's been a few months now, And then you're like, hey, why'd she stop talking about dying on the treadmill? It's because you don't need to hear about it. It's possible for me to accomplish something and just like shut up about it. But this is for me, for when I gain all this weight back and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I could do that at one point. I did do it. I am somewhere between 125 and 127 pounds. An occasional 128 has popped up, but I've met my goal of being under 130 pounds and I'm proud of myself. And I want you to know that if I can do it, because I am a fucking stupid idiot, you can absolutely do anything. Whatever it is, you can do it. If I can do something, if I can set my tiny little fucking dinosaur brain on something, an accomplishment, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Anything. Go ahead. Oh, and I have my vaccine appointment for April 30th because they've freed it up. Anyone 40 and over can go to a clinic and get the AstraZeneca, which I'm fine. You know what? I wouldn't mind a blood clot. Like, honestly, a hospital stay for like a couple weeks sounds actually inviting at this point. I'm so fucking tired. That's terrible. I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen. I can't handle a blood clot. I can't. I'm too mean. Anyway, get your vaccines, people. It's going to be fine. You're good people. You deserve happiness. We all do. No, we don't. I do not. I take that back. Okay, anyway, that's it. That is really it. Okay? Love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. Bye. Okay, love you, mean it. Bye. Okay, call me.